Hey guys, this is Versatile from Game Dexterity. I know why you're here. You want to learn how to play Portal 2 LAN portion online. And you probably want to use a program called Tunngle, because I can assure you the other VPN gaming programs that you are thinking about using is not going to satisfy your needs. Now what's interesting is earlier today we have like 8 or 9 Portal 2 networks, and I actually counted the numbers here, and at one point in time we had 895 players playing Portal 2. To me that sounds like that's a very hot HOT game. So what are we going to do today? So I'm going to show you how to join a game as well as to how to host a game. So of course install Portal 2, install all the latest updates. At the time of this recording I'm using update number 1. And if you ever get stuck, please use the wiki. Click on the question mark and read what you need to do. So in the future, if there's a new update or new instructions, you can always rely on the wiki to be up to date, and I will be there, and I'll see if I can have it updated too as necessary, or whoever else can update it. Also, if you want to host, it's important that you port forward your ports. So for this particular game, just to be on the safe side, I port forwarded UDP 11155 for my Tunngle port, and I also port forwarded these two numbers here, and I'm not going to read it out, but you can go to the more info section. I have a link to how to port forward, and if you want to do a quick test of port forwarding, go to System, go to Options, click on Test, and we see that the port is open. Awesome. So with that said, I know that the Tunngle room can get very chaotic at times, so you just got to be patient, find someone who is updated and is willing to play with you, and then you should have a very good time playing co-op. So with that said, let's jump straight into the gameplay video. Alright, so here we are in the main menu of Portal 2. I will try to keep this nice and short and sweet. So the very first thing is how to enable the developer's console. So go to Options, go to Keyboard and Mouse, and click on Allow Developer Console and press Enable. No need to mess with the desktop shortcut and add dash console after the quotation marks. Now I'm using American keyboard, so if I press the tilde key, which is the key to the left of number 1, I bring up the console. If you're using a Europe keyboard typeset, I have no idea how to get your keyboard working with that, so you're on your own. I'm sorry. Talk to the other gamers, talk to your friends, search Google, I'm sure you will figure it out. Okay, so how do you join a game, right? It's pretty simple. Work with someone in Tunngle or whatever and get their IP address. So this game's a little bit backwards. We need to connect first, and then the hoster will host his game. So my laptop is currently waiting for me to do something, so I'm going to type in my laptop's IP address. Turn on numlock 7.0.191.153 and press enter. And now at this same time, my laptop will host the game by launching a particular co-op map. And don't worry, the very next portion of this video, I'll show you how to host your game. Now, when you are a client and when you're trying to join the host, you really don't need any ports open, okay? If you see a message like, I don't know, Valve reject LAN server or server is full, well, guess what? The server is full. So go find another server, please, or go to the Tunngle room and find another host. So here we are. We can see it works. And I'll make the laptop move around. See? So we clearly know that it works. So now let's go back to the main menu, and I'll show you how to host the game. It's pretty dead simple. So right now I'm going to have my laptop type in my IP address, so connect 7092.190 and press enter. So the laptop is currently waiting for me to do something, which is fine. So I go map, space, and then MP, and then I'll just pick one of these random maps. I really don't care, and press enter. Notice that I did not do any other commands. I did not do hostname command. I didn't do an SV_LAN space 0. I did nothing, and it will work fine. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, I am hosting, port forwarding some ports. So as you saw earlier in the video, I have my ports open, UDP 11155, as well as 27005 and 27015. Of course, go to the more info section and you can see what you need to do. And I also have a port forward video. So clearly the game works. Here I am. I'm gonna say, yeah, again, and I'll have the laptop move around. I think the laptop is still loading. Hold on a second. And there we go. See? Alright, so with that said, let's go straight back to the desktop. Alright, so we can clearly see that the game works fine, so please, please, please don't get frustrated if your game doesn't work. We can help you get your game working. Read the wiki, watch the video again, learn how to port forward, and if you really get stuck, try to find me and I'll try to see what I can do for you. Because yes, there is hope at the end of the tunnel. If you got any questions, go ahead and leave a comment here on the YouTube page and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Once again, thank you for watching. Take care. Bye.